The rapture of the church is a profoundly inspiring event to look forward to.
Between the 44th Jubilee that took place when Israel was birthed and had no idea there was a prophecy that forecast that the 44th Jubilee was the start for a 100 Jubilee or 4,900 years that prophetically timed the exact moment that Israel as a nation and Jerusalem would cease to exist on the present earth. When I read the prophecy and realized it was not forecasting 490 years, but 4,900 years, exactly 100 jubilees, the light bulb went on and the smoke detector went off, as I realized that the homecoming promised by the Lord in John 14 was on this year's calendar. I don't know when, but I do know it will be before the end of the year. I do not know the day or the hour, and if I thought I did, I would be wrong.
The prospect of the Lord coming to snatch us away is an exciting thing to consider. And as any bride should be thrilled at the thought that her bridegroom might come for her in this very moment. This is something that is something that should flood the heart of the believer with wonder and worship and anticipation. It should affect the way we live our lives, knowing that at any moment we might be in His presence.
The question that needs to be answered here, I believe, is, was this a 7-year warning? And we, folks, looking at it sort of in how we do our birthdays, this is still in the 7th year until September 23rd of 2025, which interestingly enough will be Rosh Hashanah, Yom Teruah, the same day that the Feast of Trumpets took place and the sign took place in 2017. On September 23rd of 2025, we have the Feast of Trumpets. What's going to happen? Was this sign pointing to that or not? Well, we're going to find out, because we might be up in heaven by that time. Could that be the start of the tribulation period? I don't know. we end up at what we call 2025. Irregardless to the 0 year, we still end up at what we call 2025, which by technicality, I have it down here somewhere, it's 2024. It's 1 year less. I don't know if I have it still or if I moved it, but at any rate, now it is my belief that we will go through, not we, sorry, the rapture will occur. We will watch the first 4 seals be opened. We will note that there are 2 billion, a quarter of the planet will die. I think the ones that die are the ones that are the tribulation saints. That's not to say that others couldn't die, because at the very end of the 7 years, we see some resurrected unto eternal life, some resurrected unto death. So that's not to state that the 2 billion, and the reason we see that is because we see a quarter of the planet die by seal 4, and then when we get into trumpets, we see a third of the planet die. 1/3, 1/4 of 8 billion is 2 billion people. What's left? 6 billion. 1/3 of 6 billion is 2 billion people. What's left? 4 billion. In other words, 4 billion people will die by the time we get to trumpets. Is it trumpets or bowls? Trumpets, I think. It is my personal belief that the seals will be opened up rather quickly. And those seals, of course, will begin to be opened while we're standing in heaven. They will not, cannot, not the first seal be open. I know there's a lot that try to teach that because of world events that are going on, but this is Satan trying to confuse everybody by changing the times and seasons. No, we are going to be there to watch the first seal open. Now, of course, you all know we had this little competition with me and Sister Sandy. I thought it was March 16th. She thought it was March 26th because it was a triumphant entry. She took out her little thing that says, I'm right, you're wrong. I wish she'd left it in there. But at any rate, I think by the time we get down here to September the 24th, the Antichrist, of course, will be revealed. So that means that we have to go 4 months prior to this. The tribulation saints he probably will be revealed rather quickly, but I think he's going to take full power by the Day of Atonement.